everybody, welcome back. If you've been following along with the Project F-550 here, getting kind of really close to the finish line here, which is a little bit bittersweet. That means this truck's going to be for sale soon, so good for any of you guys that are interested in buying it, but it's going to be kind of sad to see this truck go. We have done quite a bit of work to this. We are at the last stage to really kind of turn this truck around and really make it look good again. As you can see, we're missing a front bumper here. We need to do something about the hood. The clear coat's gone on it, just looks ugly. It's going to need to be washed, clay barred. Wheels have got to get painted. The truck's got 54,000 miles on it, and I don't think it's ever seen a vacuum cleaner before. It's just absolutely nasty in there. So this video, we're going to be sprucing up the actual body of the truck, making it look nice and new again. Well, as good as we can. And tackle the interior. And then we're just going to put our final touches on it, and then this truck's going to be good to go, ready for its new owner. So enjoy the content coming along here. Alright, it is time to do something about this hood. As you guys have heard before, this has some serious clear coat damage, and the paint itself is very faded. The clear coat just streaking off all over the hood here. So I went to my local auto parts store, which actually mixes up paint. So I gave them the paint coat of this truck, and I got base coat and a clear coat mixed up in an aerosol can. So I've never personally painted anything on a body before. This is gonna be my guinea pig, I guess you could call it. I just figured I can definitely make it look better than what it is right now. My plan is to sand this out, try to leave the base coat here, but sand out any of the clear coat damage here, and then apply a new base coat, and then put a new clear on, see how good it looks. Let's just get to work. Let's get this hood off and start sanding it. Welcome to my makeshift paint booth here. I'm down in my basement. It's nice and warm down here so I can paint. Gotta touch up a few areas with primer where I burned through the paint all the way to the bare metal here. It's time to get this stuff to shine. This thing actually came out way better than I anticipated. I'm very happy with it. I just sprayed the last clear coat on this. It's got a nice shine on it. The color seems to look nice. I wish I spent more time sanding it, because there are some dimples here and there from like where the clear coat on the previous paint was very damaged, but all in all, mission success. This looks better than it did before, and that's what I was going for. So I'm gonna let this dry for a while, and once it's dry, we'll get it back on the truck. All right, I've been wanting to do this since I bought this truck. Yeah, look at that. The magnet has held so much moisture throughout the years. It's cracked all the paint, and it's actually starting to flake off here. You can see that's now just primer in this section. Just like the driver's side, the passenger side is very compromised too. Look at this, just the paint just flaking off here. There's nothing we can do about it besides sand it down and paint it, I guess. And now we gotta handle this situation. Gotta get these wheels shined up. Get a nice new coat of paint on them, get all this rust off of them. Paint the hubs black, and these are going back to the original factory color. The fronts are a little bit better, they're just really dirty, but we're painting the back, so we're gonna do the front too anyway. Are all painted and they're down in the basement in the heat to dry. They came out absolutely awesome. This is the factory wheel color that comes on these trucks, the Accuride Gray. If you don't get aluminum wheels, this is what they give you, and it's just going to look way better. So we'll let these things dry and throw them back on the truck. Check this thing out. Wow. All right, we got a nice day here, so it's time to hit this thing with some soap and water. Who knows the last time this thing's been washed? It's got so much crud and crap on it. The roof's disgusting up there, and I want to wash this section off to see how bad this is, get all the old dirt and stuff off. It's faded. It's probably going to need to be clay barred at absolute minimum. There's moss growing on the bottom of the doors right there, but we're going to wash this thing off. After that, we're going to put the hood on and see how it looks. The first initial wash is done. See the damage on the clear coat there. That decal was just dripping like the white material on that actual magnet down. It's just like part of the clear coat now. This is all baked on paint here. I guess the only good thing about this body is there's no dents in it. The driver's door is really bad where that magnet was. So we got to get this paint shining again and do something about those doors because it does not look good right now. We're going to slap the hood back on and see how it matches up. Alright, it's time to do something about these doors. So my thought is to grab some rubbing compound and go all over this section here and get this film off the clear coat here and make the clear coat nice and clean, and then try to sand these areas out the best we can and try to blend it into the door here. And what we're going to try to do is just kind of spray some the green color on top of that, and hopefully it doesn't look that bad, and then put a clear coat on it and then wet sand it and then put the compound on it again, and hopefully we can kind of like blend everything together. I'm just going to try to make it look better than it is right now. So we got to do on this side and on the driver's side. It is just terrible over here. Perfect painting conditions, huh? It's about 35 degrees in here right now. My thought is to use a hair dryer to try to keep the metal warm enough for the paint to dry. This is what we got to use, so let's see what we can do. Got the driver's side here all prepped and ready for color. All right, here's the driver's side. So this has those 3 coats of primer on it, 3 coats of base color, and then we put about almost 3 coats of this clear coat on there as well. Came out really good. It's not dry yet, it's still setting up. So we got some, you can see that tape line right there. And then there's one on the bottom a little bit. And up above the door handle, I got one right here too. So I'm gonna figure out how to kind of fade that new clear coat into the old clear coat. This is obviously 1,000 times better than what it was, so I'm already happy. Gotta scuff this primer up in this area, get it ready for the color. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. So we're gonna get some color on the bottom of the doors here and get some clear coat on that, and we should be done. Alright, inside the door over here looks much better. We gotta put some fluid film in here so it doesn't get any worse, and then put the door rubber back on, and then this side will be complete. Same thing over on the passenger side, looks much better. Passenger side door is a little bit worse rust-wise, but once the fluid film gets put on it, it's not gonna get any worse, but we'll do that and get the rubber on. And this will be complete too. We gotta put the clear coat on here. And then there was that paint chip right here that we gotta do, and then a little bit on the bottom of the door too. So once this stuff's cleared and dried, all the paint's done on the truck. Passenger door came out really nice. Obviously you got your tape line right here, but it seems to match well and it looks 1,000 times better than it did. So I'll take that. A little touch-up spot right there. And then the bottom of the door. I finally found a bumper on Facebook Marketplace that was much better condition than the one that was on it. No more rust holes above the tires here. No more giant dent. Much cleaner looking. Gonna try some Goo Gone. Alright, seems to work well when I got some Goo Gone on this. Hammering it with heat with the plastic razor blades, coming off a little bit. Who knows how long this stuff's been baked on here for. Alright, I got most of it off here. I'm so happy it was just in a small area. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get every little single speck off of it. That road paint was not fun to get off. Definitely looks much better. I'm happy I did that. From sanding the doors and painting off there, we got like just a coat of dust all over this thing again. So we're gonna have to wash the truck again, and after we get the truck washed, we're gonna be rubbing it down with this compound to get the fenders, the doors, the side of the cab right here, as well as the roof, all shine back up and kind of match the hood again. And after that, we're gonna wipe it down with some good wax, and the outside of this thing is gonna look butter. Door rubbers are back on. Nice coating right on that door seam. It's gonna stop any paint peeling, any sort of rust. And it's gonna stay nice. Alright, I will bring you guys back when we get this thing all shining up again. All clean, no more dust on it. This is where I've already kind of hit it with compound, and this is where it hasn't been done. The whole truck's got to get done, and I would like to make it look like this right here. You can kind of see something's going on along there, but it looks better than it was, so I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna pull the truck in, and we're gonna wipe it down with some compound. Some Meguiar's compound. It scuffs up the very top coat of the clear coat to get a little bit of a shine back. So I'm gonna do it all by hand. Let it dry for a sec and then kind of wipe it out with a microfiber. That should give me the shine I'm looking for. This is not gonna be fun. Nothing to it, but just to do it. Clear coat's all shined up to my satisfactory. Looks much better. Truck's a work truck, doesn't have to be perfect. We did not do the hood because the paint is new. You see up here that it's not that foggy anymore. It looks a lot nicer, honestly. And the last thing we gotta do, give it a quick ceramic wax coat. I just put a coat of it onto this bar right here, and you can see how faded it was before.
Look at the shine now. This truck looks so good. The door handle, the window's done, the window trim's done. It just looks really nice now. Everything's getting done. I like that product. I've never used that product before. I would already recommend it to anyone. It looks way better. That stuff just gave it a nice, perfect little gloss to kind of really make things pop. Let's get this thing outside and see how it looks. From painting the doors here, painting the hood, painting the wheels, cleaning up the faded old gross looking clear coat, new bumper. This is a nice work truck. So the carpet here, I don't think has ever once been vacuumed. It is just, there's sand just packed in every nook and cranny. There's stains everywhere. There's just a couple stains on the seatbelt here, but the seats themselves could just use a good vacuuming. Look at that. There's the dome light and it does not look broken, so. Look at that. Some sweat stains right here. We gotta pull off all these stickers. Gotta pull off the stickers there, pull off the stickers there. Probably gonna pull these screws out. Sucks he drilled holes into it, but it is what it is. Some staining here. I wanted to do something about this atrocious wiring too. Behind the seat, honestly, I've never even looked back here. Looks like there's a ton of dirt in the carpet. It's a broken grade stake. Yeah, whatever this is, right in the trash. Another broken grade stake. We'll clean that out. Leave these the triangles, so that's good to have in the truck. And just wipe everything down, vacuum it, and the back here should be good. Moving on to the passenger side, same scenario. If you had workers, they love spilling their coffee. Carpet's just absolutely disgusting. This thing is literally nasty. The seat underneath is good. Just about 3 pounds of dirt that needs to be vacuumed out. Just some trash and some vacuuming, and it should be cleaned up back here. Really disgusting. Clean the trash with this. Not much sand here, so you put a sander on it. Yeah. This is bad. It's just piles building up. Look at that. Yuck. We just put the tarp back on this thing. That just finished off the outside. Let's take a peek on what it looks like on the inside. It's much better than what it was. Interior looks 100 times better. That's much cleaner. I mean, there's still a little staining here and there. It was like mind-blowing how much sand I got out of the carpet here. Four-wheel drive shifter's all cleaned up. The wiring's all cleaned up. This truck's done. Now we gotta keep this thing clean till someone comes and looks at it. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap this video up here. We just completely reconditioned the truck, made it look nice. This is literally a beautiful work truck now. It's an F-550 with a 7.3 liter diesel, so you can put a ton of weight in it and it won't care, and it'll tow anything you want, and it's just a good, reliable work truck ready to rock and roll. Basically, any mechanical issues that was wrong with it was completely done, and then we fixed the dump body, the rust on that, and then we also descaled the entire frame, descaled underneath the body. Anything that is exposed to salt underneath that people don't see or really care about, we knocked off any of the old paint chips and descaled it, and then we applied a fluid film coating on that. If any of you guys are watching this and you're interested in this truck, comment down below and we'll get connected that way. There's another thing coming down the pipeline for you guys that have been watching my channel, so stay tuned for that. But anyway guys, just give this video a thumbs up, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one.